It's the Bullshitting for Your Health podcast, episode 100. You guys know what it is. It's the most balanced podcast in the world. We are back from many fucking vacations. It is Tate. It is Jabari. We are missing Devontae due to some medical issues. Medical emergency. I tried to call him again. So I'm just assuming he's either in the emergency department or he's in an anaphylactic coma with his girlfriend watching him. I don't know. I mean, I'll tell you this. I FaceTimed him. Mm-hmm.
And he looked fine?
Not just once. Mm-hmm. 3 times. No answer.
Oh, thrice.
Then he texted me back.
Okay, good.
Not urgently. Okay. There wasn't like, throat closing on the way to the ER. It was like, I think I'm having an allergic reaction, right? Mm-hmm. And this is after we already talked earlier today, and he was like, it's a wobbler, you know, about what time I can come over tonight for the podcast. So, I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? I have no physical confirmation homies having welts or, you know, crying from the eyes. But,
yeah, okay.
Fuck it. Who knows?
Well, sounds like he's okay.
Yeah, so prayers up for Devontae, I guess. Missing episode 100 of this podcast. But we'll try to call him in too at some point, you know. Maybe you could text him. Actually, yeah, go ahead, text him real quick from your phone. Say, hey, you good? We'd like to call you in. Come join the live. We're on live on the Bullshitting for Your Health podcast page. What's up? All the fucking listeners out there.
I'm gonna text him on his message directly.
Yeah.
Like sometimes things get lost in translation on the actually Bullshitting from Your
Health. Lost in translation. That's a good movie, right? Who gives a fuck? Okay. It's way too long since we have talked on the air for us to be bullshitting this early. I think we should just jump straight into it. And you know what I want to do? I want to do a quick fire topic, fucking showdown or whatever. And the way we're going to do it, or the new name that I want to call this segment. Tell me what you think.
Wait, you're... Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. I'm spitting ideas. Critical care time. Because, you know, for those of you who don't work in the ER, specifically when it comes to ER time, physicians or attendings can write critical care time anywhere on a chart or for how long on a chart that they deem was extra effort. You know?
Right.
Was a pretty strong case. Right. So that's why I want to say critical care time is going to be the time that if we're ever off again for 2 fucking months, we can just run down the topics. Because a lot of shit happened, but then also a lot of shit didn't happen. I don't know about you. I'm very inundated with news. I get thrown shit on a daily basis because of all the fucking social media follows or shit that I be fucking looking at. But I wrote down some shit that I thought was pretty important.
I think I wrote them down. 2
of which were predictions we made.
Oh, okay.
So I think
that needs a segment itself.
It does, but the pre-production wasn't good enough for me to get that far into it. It was good enough for me to write some stuff down, you know. But don't worry, we're taking this shit to the next level come 2023, okay? Yes. I will be researching every episode. I will have a list of topics sent to the crew, okay?
And we will respond instantly.
No, you won't. But what will happen will be we're going to be doing a lot of new formatting shit. But either way, let's get into it. So, first and foremost, Tory Lanez was found guilty.
Facts.
Of shooting Meg Thee Stallion. Might I say?
Yes.
It was this podcast.
We need to replay the sound clip. For real.
Oh, we'll put that in. Put it in right here.
Yes. Where we said, bro, I think he shot her. Before anyone else did.
Yeah. Well, not even before anybody else did, but when there was much doubt, not just at the beginning, but as the years progressed without any justice being served, we were questioned on our opinion. Multiple times, might I add, because I talk a lot in most spaces that I'm in. So, I would just like to sit here and say, suck it, bitches.
That's true, man.
Yeah, that short nigga, I could smell that short nigga syndrome from a mile away. You're telling me there's 4 people in the car?
The evidence.
1 gun?
You're right.
Everybody's saying it won't me, and looking at one short very, very hot to anger nigga.
He's hot tempered.
And you guys want to say, oh, no, she shot herself or something when there's been no
There
history.
were so many theories.
You know, it's
it was wild. She stepped on glass.
It's the same thing. Here's the thing with conspiracy theories. I'm never one to say conspiracies aren't a thing.
I am.
But there are certain conspiracy theories that actually have some merit in certain ones that don't. But either way, fuck it all. We are just glad Meg Thee Stallion is having some justice. It seemed to be taking quite a toll on her mental health.
Someone mentioned to me the other day that she's been quiet of late, and they found that to be somehow strange. But like, I would be too. Fuck y'all niggas.
I mean, when you really think about it, I'm not too big on like what she does celebrity wise, but it doesn't. I don't remember her being one that like was ever inflammatory in the news. Like you might see her turning up, or you might see her doing certain shit like that, but like it wasn't anything that was her being.
Yeah, it's like, what are you expecting? You wanted to drop a mixtape on something?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you want to eat this nigga?
She's actually in a legal battle with her label, right?
Shit. She wanted to go out with Tupac. Shut your motherfucking ass. Nah. But okay. So again, just to be sure, so we have all the facts and details out there. Tory Lanez was found guilty of all charges on a Los Angeles courtroom on December 23rd for shooting Megan Thee Stallion after a pool party at Kylie Jenner's house in Los Angeles on July 12th, 2020. 3 fucking years.
There's always a Kardashian somewhere.
Well, we're not gonna jump into the Kardashian shit, Kanye shit this time around.
No, we're not. I'm not jumping into it. I'm just saying.
Yeah. But either way, he was convicted by a jury of 7 women and 5 men who deliberated for 2 days. And it was quite the spectacle, but she can now rest. Knowing.
Yeah, why'd you say it like that?
That short bastard is in jail. I'm not afraid of Tory Lanez. People were trying to say too, did you see how crazy the PR got towards the end? Like, they were starting to say Tory Lanez was taller than what he really was too. I don't know if you saw that. Like, yeah.
What? Really?
Yeah, the conversation was being spun so much to try and make it look like that this nigga, or there was doubt that this nigga didn't shoot her. And
he's not even that short, for real.
Yeah. Tory is my height. You're like 5'6", 5'7". I was like, there's no fucking way that nigga's 5'6",
we seen the
5'7".
video. Yeah. We seen the video where the nigga got out of the chair and it looked like he was still sitting down.
Yeah.
We saw the video. We saw that shit. Everybody saw it.
God damn. That's some short legs. But, okay, cool. Moving on to another prediction that we had, which was the last episode we did, actually. Episode 99.
Okay.
And it was a personal prediction from Jabari.
Only you predicted this.
I did, yeah. We talked about it. It was a debate. It wasn't a debate. It was a conversation.
All right.
It happened to do with the World Cup in 2022.
Oh, that you said that Argentina was going to win?
I said, put it right here, that Argentina, yes, was most likely going to win the 2002
Messi's time. That's what he said.
World Cup. I did say it. I said
Messi's time.
It seems like Messi is ready to put the team all the way on his fucking back for his last World Cup. After he had already said, I'm retiring, he came back, started being prolific and on fire for PSG. I was like, I could smell it. I can smell it. Argentina were going on an unbeaten record. And I'm not going to lie. Again, there was cause for doubt. There was
because the nigga who put the team on his back was Mbappe. He put the team on his back. On his team on his back. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but that's truly putting the team on your back.
Relax.
I'm sorry. This is Messi's
moment. Can you say scoreboard? Okay. All right. Young Kylian Mbappe has time to grow and learn from the Messiah that is Lionel Messi. Okay? Messi! That is all you should be saying, all you should be hearing until 2026 when we see, I guess, Kylian Mbappe and possibly take over that World Cup because Messi probably won't be playing. But yeah.
Oh, is that why he's going to win?
I mean, shit, you want him to come for a two-peat? What's up?
He ain't going to.
What's up? He going to win Champions League with PSG. Maybe
I'm just saying.
We're back. I don't know how far we got off. I was back and forth. Either way.
It's okay. Yeah, we're not going to get into it.
Messi won the World Cup.
He did. Not by himself.
His team was older. No, we're not going to do it. We're not going to do this because you're just saying incorrect things. Like, France has one of the youngest and most
But what did they do in that match, Jabari? What did his team do?
Oh, I'm not talking about what they did at the time. I'm saying you're making it sound like he had a stacked team. No. In the final, did Lionel Messi's old ass Argentina team? You ready for this?
Show up?
Yes,
they did show up.
That's nobody's fault, but they're on when your team.
And France didn't. And I'm just taking issue with you saying that Messi put the team on his back.
He did. Kylian Mbappe put the team on his back, and his team let him down. Messi put the team on his back, and his team fucking helped him. Messi's team had his back as if he was catching fucking twerk from the largest stoddy in the fucking club, bro. Back than the other oh my god, yeah. PSG or fucking France was out there with fingertips on Mbappe's back. Meanwhile, motherfucking Enzo Hernandez was 2 hands behind the 10, bro. He was ready. All right. Shit. I'm not saying Kylian Mbappe is not good. I said he fucking scored a hat trick. Good for him. Too bad his team was shitty. They wanted to be shitty.
Scored a hat trick and almost won the World Cup by his fucking self, bro.
What? That doesn't. Who gives a fuck? He can do that again in 4 years. Right now, you have to fucking suck the teat. That is Messi, bro. That shit is fucking. It's fucking hard because at the same time, Messi had 2 goals, bro, or 1 goal at least. Either way, it was a magisterial. It was an amazing World Cup. If you didn't see it, you're a fucking loser. Just kidding. You probably just don't like the sport and don't.
Or you're just working.
Sport. Oh yeah, or you're working. You know, I didn't mean it like that. You know,
walking back, nigga.
If you're making money for your family, we never hating here, bro. We're common men here at the Bullshitting for Your Health podcast.
We're just simple, yeah.
All right, okay. So next, we need to get into some WNBA news. It's still sports, kind of, right?
Wow.
Yeah, a lot of shit has happened.
Why do you say it's still sports, kind of?
What do you mean? I just watched the Bill Burr special, and he had a very funny joke about the WNBA.
I do not co-sign that last comment there.
He literally said, Bill Burr literally said, why do women so mad about us not supporting WNBA? Okay? He said, if they really cared about how much the women got paid, they would support the WNBA, but instead they're supporting the likes of reality TV stars, like who did we mention earlier? Kim Kardashian, and making them fucking billionaires. You know what I'm saying?
Well, sports watchers typically...
No. Males watch male sports.
Males watch sports.
Males watch male sports.
True. Women should watch women's
sports. Women should watch women's sports. Like, I mean, it's not even like...
But women typically don't watch sports.
Why are you mad at me for that? And then honestly, too, in the premise of the joke, too, if the argument is women should be paid equitably and equally for the revenue they bring in for the WNBA, because I'm sure the WNBA is making more money and could pay their players more, or the teams could, right? Absolutely. I'm sure there's something there, and because they're women, that's the case.
Absolutely.
I get that. Fight the fucking power. Fuck that shit. Mm-hmm. But you mad at me, nigga, because the WNBA not making money because I'm not watching the sport? No. But I know that's not the true case. I'm just saying it was a funny joke. But either way, we need to talk about the WNBA because arguably one of the greatest stars, if not the greatest star to come out of the WNBA, had some of the most tragic shit happen to her in 2022. If you still don't know what we're talking about, Brittney Griner was
traded.
No. How should we say this? Brittney Griner was improperly imprisoned, incorrectly imprisoned, unjustly imprisoned.
Yeah, unjustly, falsely imprisoned. I think the word is falsely.
Yeah,
falsely imprisoned. Although, is it falsely if you actually broke the law of the land and they just,
Did she break the law?
I don't know.
She is still yet to speak.
She's probably scared.
Yeah, I would be. It's a traumatizing situation.
Oh yeah, but she's playing this upcoming season.
This says she's a free agent. I don't care about that. But literally, Brittney Griner, I'm trying to get her full sentencing and all that shit. This is what happens when you should probably have done this before the fucking podcast.
I'm gonna research next year.
What? Are you hating?
No, I'm appreciating.
I made a New Year's resolution like every other motherfucker on the planet, and I didn't follow it.
I didn't make one.
Sue me. Either way. Brittney Griner was arrested late 2022, and on August 4th, while she was being held in detention over there, was sentenced to serve 9 years in a Russian penal colony for having a marijuana vape in her carry-on luggage.
Yeah.
Long story short, they were able to get a prisoner swap deal for a motherfucker who we talked about in episode 99, and he was apparently the merchant of death. Lo and behold, she's back. All I want to say is, the update on that, as I fucking predicted, it's a soft prediction. Nothing's happened.
Yeah.
Nothing's fucking happened. The Merchant of Death has not, to my knowledge, gone back to Russia and just galvanized the troops to the point that they're ready to invade America. As far as I know, it's China.
Actually, I heard he sold a balloon to China, though.
The Merchant of Death, you sold that balloon to China? That was him?
I'm just kidding.
But guess what? We shot that shit down, did we not?
Biden said, I'm going to take care of it. Don't worry about it.
Missile beats balloon every fucking time. Bet your ass. All right, but either way, for all the individuals who were trying to shit on the decision to bring Brittney Griner home, eat a dick. It's probably a little bit of racism mixed in there.
Of course, there's always racism.
With just lack of empathy for another situation that I'm sure very many people who are shitting on her have been in the Mile High Club, the one that, not the fucking one. The other one, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, I flew internationally twice this year, and I had no problems. I'm just gonna put that out there just like that. So I'm glad she's home. That was some bullshit, but let's keep it fucking going. I don't have that good of transitions today. I do. The jail shit just kept happening. Andrew Tate was sentenced to jail while we were gone.
Yeah, well.
And you've probably found out more about him now that he's gone to jail and they've been talking about him more, right?
I found out that I would hate this guy.
Why? Why would you hate him? Well,
he's an awful human being.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
He's an awful human being.
Why?
He was awful before he went to jail. He's awful now. He's an awful human being.
What makes him awful before he went to jail?
Some of the shit that he spewed. Are you kidding me?
So some of the shit that he said was very inflammatory.
Inflammatory. It was disgusting. It was awful. It was not even, the word divisive doesn't even begin to describe him. Like, if you're someone who subscribes to these things that he says, then I would look at you and say, I don't know about your character.
Probably should get a little bit more pussy. And you're not going to do it by talking like this, young man. That's what I would say. You should probably go be around some women. Realize they're not all the same.
I don't like him.
I don't know. Personally, I feel like Andrew Tate is another grifter, an individual who doesn't necessarily believe everything he says. And as such, when you find a pocket of internet space that is going to give you money, even if what you have to say to earn that attention and gain that money is racism, is
sexism to the extreme,
is fucking misogyny, or religious persecution, or vice versa, religious fucking whatever, you know what I'm saying? It's just like you do it.
No. You're acting like he doesn't actually practice what he preaches, bro. He's going to jail for sex trafficking.
Currently being investigated. Let's be truthful. I'm trying to find the actual...
If your words match what you're being investigated for, that's all I need to know.
All I know is his controversial influence was sentenced to 30 days in Russian prison the day after his December arrest. And as far as we know, it's been extended twice, 2 more times.
So he gets 30 days and Brittney Griner gets fucking life.
And from what I've heard... Okay, this is Russia, and this is also Romania. What I will say is...
You said Russian prison.
For Brittney Griner, and then Romania for Andrew Tate.
But you said he was sentenced to a Russian prison. Did
I?
Yeah, you did.
I meant Romanian prison. Yeah. Sorry, man, my brain's all over the fucking place. What I will say is this. There has been conflicting accounts online about what he has been sentenced with, which originally, when it comes to the abduction shit, there was people saying that it was sex trafficking, back when he had like a case like this similar about like a girl whose boyfriend had called and said, oh, she's being held hostage. Apparently she wasn't. But apparently this time he is under investigation for organized crime, rape, and sex trafficking. The organized crime part is pretty... I don't say indicate. It's pretty highlighted for many people who might be more Andrew Tate leaning, like positive leaning, because they're saying it's money laundering and he's been working with the Romanian government when he didn't do exactly everything he needs. Or Romanian mafia, got found out. Blah, blah, blah. Some people say he's working with the Romanian mafia to do sex trafficking, which would make sense to me. I'm saying this. I don't know, and I'm just waiting to fucking find out. Now, I also think that, I also agree with you that a lot of shit this nigga has said is just gross. It's just gross.
And it's in alignment with what he's being investigated for.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
It's like, okay.
But at the same time, too,
he's shown us his character. Now he's being...
That's your prediction. I just have a gut feeling. That there's more to the story than it's like fucking Transformers. There's more than meets the eye. So we'll see. See.
And it's more. You know what? My prediction is there is more than meets the eye, but it's more disgusting than we even know now. That's what I think.
Do you think he's got like a dungeon full of like?
Yeah, I think this is some Epstein type shit.
Bella Hadid, Gigi. Do you think they're young? You think he's got like?
That's why like I just because overseas in populations and in places where people are more vulnerable, you can do that shit and you know
what's nasty about the nigga too? He did say, like, I do remember some clip of him distinctly saying he moved to Romania because the shit was, you were able to be a little bit more corrupt, a little bit more, money pays the way.
Yeah, bro, like it's
not a good look. Okay, we'll see. I'm just saying I'm not putting money against your bet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because
I just not wild bet. Yeah. Like if it was found out that the nigga is the devil, would I be
what I'm saying wouldn't surprise you?
Yeah, it wouldn't. No, that's definitely.
That's what I'm saying. Like if this happened to him and it wouldn't surprise you based on what he's saying, then you already know that the shit he be talking is crazy.
Andrew Tate doesn't surprise me. But if we're going to, unfortunately, follow the trend of sexual assaults when it comes to prolific figures, the sexual assault case that is surprising to me, I don't know if you heard about this, does the name Andrew Callaghan ring any bells to you?
Andrew Callaghan?
Yes.
Andrew Callaghan.
Come here and look at this picture. I don't want to move the fucking thing. This man right here, Andrew Callaghan, has this ever crossed your feed? No?
He looks familiar, but only in a
vague way. So you probably see him. So Andrew Callaghan is one of 3 individuals who ran the news channel All Gas No Breaks. That was then turned to Channel 5 News, which was basically him doing live fucking interview style YouTube content where he would go to different types of gatherings, right? So one was the Desert Burning Man. Then he went to Trump rallies. He went to January 6th, but he didn't march with them, but he just kind of asked people outside, and then all that culminated into him last year actually dropping a very critically acclaimed documentary on HBO called This Place Rules. Was getting lots of praise for it. And then a month later, he had first and second-hand accounts of sexual assault being alleged against him by plenty of women who weren't just strangers to him, but also were friends to him too. And some of his homies were like, yeah, the nigga's done some wild shit. All of that culminated, because when this stuff normally happens, a trend, it happens, they lay low, and they come out and say something, defend themselves. This nigga just basically came out and this is this apology video where he kind of just apologized for his behavior and was like, he wasn't aware that this would happen, but he apologized, and then he's like, I'm gonna take some time away, and then he hasn't been posting. What the fuck?
So he retreated to the background to count his millions from there.
If we want to be super evil about it, yeah.
That's not evil. I think that's realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he is. I'm not gonna use the word privilege.
Cynical. But I'm gonna super cynical. That's the word I should have used.
I mean, yeah. I mean, he's not necessarily in any sort of trouble, right?
Yeah. I don't think it's gone to trial or anything.
I mean, he might settle some lawsuits.
Now, I'll riddle me this, Tate. What if, in a crazy turn of events, because Andrew Callaghan is somebody who I would say never gave the appearance of somebody who would do such a thing, right? And as we do know, unfortunately, looks can be deceiving. There's more to a person than meets the eye. All that bullshit, all that cliche shit.
Right.
Which is why we encourage people to be safe or keep themselves safe in all interactions. All I have to say, this nigga did not look like a fucking rapist. You know what I'm saying? And also didn't present himself to be somebody, especially with the way that he was not left-leaning or right-leaning, but neutral, and seemed to be a very, let me argue on the basis of merit type of person, right?
Yeah.
To have that come out, it was super surprising, super shocking. With the Andrew Tate shit, with the way that he presented himself online, it's not super shocking. But in my gut, bro, for some reason, I'm looking at the Andrew Callaghan nigga like, yo, he did that shit, bro.
well,
he looked like it.
Well,
he looked like
the way you're describing his apology, it didn't seem like he denied anything.
Yeah, but I feel biased too.
Why? How? Bias where? What do you mean? Where? What is your bias here?
Well,
are you leaning?
Cause I think he did it. Yeah, I think he did it. So maybe the way I was telling you it was biased.
I think they both did it. I think they're both nasty motherfuckers. One hides it, one doesn't. And they're both doing illegal shit. It's just, yeah, don't do that because niggas do it too.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. Have there been any? Oh, there was some Anthony Anderson picture, something going around.
Anthony Anderson?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know.
No,
I don't know.
Not him.
I saw something like on fucking Instagram or something. I don't know. I didn't click on it because I didn't want to know.
It's Black History Month. Let's wait till March.
Exactly.
Let's wait till March.
Exactly.
Yeah. We can dive in this next month.
But we do have to talk about niggas. We do, even though it is Black History Month, because niggas are being niggas. And it's thrown the hip hop community
in a frenzy.
They don't know which way to go. Is it snitching? Is it ratting? Are we allowed to take?
Is it survival?
Are we allowed to take Percocet in the courtroom? Is it his man's?
Bro, no.
You know,
yeah. Should
we feel sorry for individuals if they really did murder hundreds of people? And let's all not hundreds. I don't want to put that.
Well, no, if they're responsible, not directly, indirectly.
Either way, if they fucking killed somebody, and also,
damn.
Remember how we're talking about perception and how people perceive themselves to be? I mean, if niggas are bringing you Percocet in fucking the courtroom, you hold some weight, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That nigga openly.
That's a big dick on the table. Openly. You know what I'm saying? You know how scared of a nigga you gotta be? Even if you didn't want to fucking bring the Percocet?
But why the fuck did he do that so openly?
Apparently that nigga had like
mental issues?
No, he already was serving a life sentence, so it was like, fuck it, bro. I'm a ride for my niggas, dog.
Yeah, but this shit's gonna get taken
away.
Some
niggas was like, you wasn't shooting with me in the gym. That nigga was like, you wasn't high with me in the courtroom, nigga. Like, come on, bro.
Bro, like, it's not even... There was no sneak, no nothing. It was just... Let me just hand these Percocet right quick.
All right, man. But if y'all don't know what the fuck we're talking about, basically on July 12th, or not July fucking 12th,
we're talking about
YSL. Yeah. Let's just go from there. YSL. What do they call themselves? Young Slime Language. Yeah. I'm hip. East St. Laurent. That's what you might have thought. But no, Young Slime Language. The hip-hop music group headed by Young Thug, which
AKA King Slime,
had influential rappers such as Gunna, Lil Keed, rest in peace, Lil Got It. They have individuals that are related to Thug, like I'm forgetting his fucking name, but he put the nigga on a couple songs on his album. Thug's a great guy in that respect. But let me just speed in
that respect.
Yeah,
man. He's a fucking godfather, bro.
Listen, all I know is in May/July, in May/June of 2022. Wait, 28 members. Yeah, 28 members of the YSL music group. Because, you know, I mean, we can say gang now. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. We can say gang now. were charged in an indictment with conspiracy to violate the state racketeering, Racketeer Influence and Corrupt Organization Act, or RICO. And it has been a whirlwind court story since its inception. Some of the highlights, as we were talking about, recently Young Thug was caught, or
he was chilling. Young Thug was minding his own business. He was in court.
Recently, there was an inmate on camera caught trying to give Young Thug a Percocet pill. Nigga actually got up from the back of the court. You've been to court, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So if you've never been to court, it's literally smaller than your fourth grade class. No, it's about the same size as your fourth grade classroom.
Some courtrooms, yeah, depends on the type of courtroom you're in.
Yeah. And if you've ever been to church, it's got seats like that. They're pews.
Yeah.
Nowhere to hide nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's quiet. There's not like music playing. There's no elevator lobby music. There's no distraction. Yeah. Exactly. And then especially when you're in a high profile case, one of which they're definitely, because they're always recording, but they're definitely recording and putting on the internet. This motherfucker had the balls, had the cojones to walk down the aisle as if he was getting married to some bitch and he knew she was right there and there was nobody going to stop him.
Once you start moving in court, you're the focal point of court.
Exactly.
The minute you walk anywhere.
And I saw the video. It didn't even look like it looked like everybody saw it happen, because with the swiftness that the fucking security guard got up, it was like he got up honestly, the security guard got up before the exchange happened. If you watch closely,
for real,
it was like he saw him walking, said,
he's like, "What up, this nigga?"
You know what I'm saying? Right. And then boom. Okay, so yeah, they're fucking passing drugs in court. Recently, you see that three of the YSL members who have not pleaded out yet, literally were caught attacking other inmates. Like apparently they've I saw in academics, the way academics said it, was like they got 3 bodies in fucking jail. So basically, but they've been shanking niggas, it sounds like, in jail.
Okay, well, I don't know jail culture, so I'm not going to talk on it because I think you do kind of have to stick together.
No. I'm not saying they shouldn't be together. I'm saying 3 members of the YSL group that are currently on trial were caught being violent in jail. You know, it's one thing if, again, this motherfucker who said, I got life, I'm not getting out, fuck it. It's one thing to, not know that you get life yet and be like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
To me, that sounds like they finna not get out. They're about to, to take the rap.
Again, just a quick update for those of you who are not tuned in or rap illiterate, don't care about nigga shit. I don't fucking know. Gonna plead it out, okay? One of the most high prolific members of the YSL group admitted that YSL was a gang and walked free on December 14th. He pleaded guilty to a charge of racketeering conspiracy, and which is known as the Alfred plea, which is a deal that allows him to plead guilty if it is in his interest while maintaining his innocence. Apparently, they're saying he has to... his 5-year sentence was commuted to time served. He's only been in jail for not saying only been in, but he was close to jail for a year. And served 500 hours of community service. Days later, 7 other defendants also took a similar deal.
They know who they're coming for, and I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna.
Come on.
No, I don't know if he's ratted or anything like that.
Nah, he's ratted. Come on.
I don't know, but
they were gonna charge. They said 5 years,
but
we're gonna commute it.
You're an accessory to who they're really coming after, and that's King Slime, aka Young Thug. Right? That's what it is.
I mean, I don't fucking know. But honestly, fuck it. That's not the most interesting question about that. Because I'm not a street nigga, you're not a street nigga. But yeah. I think we both understand the moral question, which is, we put it in non-street nigga terms. If me and you go out right now and go beat up a motherfucker.
And then I pull out a gun and shoot him.
Well, what?
Well, that's...
Well,
I'm just saying.
I wasn't even gonna go that far. No. See, you aggressive ass, bro.
No. I'm just to be real. We both.
I was being real. I was being real. No, this is a real situation.
You're not gonna shoot me.
Yeah. First of all, what I'm saying is, no. We go out. Let's say we go out and we're at the club, we're at the bar,
right?
And a nigga pushes you and we get into a scuffle, right? We beat the dog shit out of the nigga. We just happened to. It's that time. The nigga was 5'4". You know what I'm saying? He kind of walked a little crazy, but he was working that mouth. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? Who knows?
Okay, I
equal opportunity ass
sounds handicapped.
You know, it was Tory Lanez. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it, we ride for Meg. No, listen. So we whoop his ass. He presses charges. He started the shit. He presses charges. Right. The cops go and question us. Right. If I go, hey, nigga, I was just there. I don't even know what the fuck going on. Bro, I don't want to get wrapped into that shit. Bro, honestly, you see the Bob Marley shirt? Yeah, I'm sure he smokes weed. Officer, you should fucking... You know what I'm saying?
That is not a proper scenario because this is not what that is.
You know what? As I was saying it, I was like, I could have thought of a better scenario. No, I got a better one. Can I try again?
No. It's my turn now. All right. Where I was going with the pull the gun out and shoot him is just, yes, we both initially committed the crime, but I took it a step further and killed the man. Now, it wasn't on video. Jabari, this is your chance to be free.
How do you fucking win?
Listen, this is your chance to be free, Jabari. Did your nigga Tate shoot this man in cold blood? Were you there? Did you see it? No, and you say, yes, he did in order to preserve your freedom.
No, but listen, you're explaining snitches in real nigga terms. I want to tell you in like a term that we would actually like happen, right? No, listen, it'd be like this. No,
you can't relate it.
For those of you motherfuckers who got quick hands, I got a better one. We're at Target. Okay, we're at Target and we are shopping for Christmas. I get one of those build the fuck trees, put it under the fucking cart, as most of us do when we're trying to buy a big expensive.
Oh, you're talking about quick hands and steal it.
Listen. We get the self checkout. You got no part to play in this. This ain't your Christmas tree. You went out to the woods, chopped down a tree, Paul Bunyan style. You have a good tree. You're a good Samaritan,
like a man.
But you my nigga.
But I don't like real trees.
But you my nigga. Right? Fucking mall cop. Employee of the month. What is that? What's going on? Y'all gotta come to the back room.
Oh, blart.
Listen, if you, as my nigga, go, in my opinion, say nothing. Hey, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's cool. You're keeping it solid. You're not snitching, right? No, actually, if you say this, if they ask you, hey, did you steal that tree? And you say no, but I don't know what happened. That's technically could be snitching because it's just both of us, right? Now, ratting would be if they go, hey, y'all stealing that fucking tree. And you go, hey, he's stealing this motherfucking tree. Is that nigga? That's ratting, right?
It's not the same.
No. It's this. Snitching and ratting is not the same. Snitching is apparently when you, by omission, get somebody else implicated. Ratting is literally cooperating and telling the motherfucker.
Yeah. So I get it.
So we get it. When it comes to fucking Gunna,
by omission, he's snitching.
He's snitching.
Dry snitching.
Right? But here's the case about snitching, right? When it comes to nigga, educated nigga, I ain't from the streets. I don't give a fuck. I'm not rolling with niggas who are killing people. Don't you feel a little bit bad for a nigga who, if we're looking at Gunna, I mean, you saw how this nigga dressed. You know what I'm saying? You see how he's kind of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Gunna's not that guy.
I heard people say, oh, he's got squabbles. Like, Gunna's fought in the past, you know? But this is also the nigga that had the Crime Stoppers interview. This is just, it's basically, he seemed like a good kid who could rap, bro. You know what I'm saying? What kind of
squabbles he got into?
And at the time that he became associated with Young Thug, even though he came up with Lil Baby, they clearly didn't come up together. They weren't from the same area of Atlanta. I don't know for a fact, okay? Again, don't sue me. But it seemed like, you know, it's like a nigga who is adjacent to the streets because of where you come from. Mm-hmm. You are a black person in America, so unfortunately, if you want to play a role, it's got to be believed by white America. You just so happen to, at the time that you're starting to bubble up, get introduced to one of the most creative, but also Godfather-like figures in hip hop, Young Thug.
Yeah.
Not knowing that these niggas might be real killers. Or maybe you do know, but you're just kind of like, I mean, I'm not doing anything.
I'm sure he didn't know initially, but there was some point where it clicked like, oh, these niggas are about their life.
Yeah, some point. And then also, too, let's be honest, Gunna does whippets. I don't know about you,
that's a suburban,
but all the niggas that I know that do inhalants, okay, yeah.
They live in the suburbs.
I wasn't even going there. But no, all the niggas that I knew that do inhalants aren't like the most tuned into their surroundings. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. If you're fucking getting high,
they're not the most thug nigga. Like, that's like,
no, I mean, I'm sure thugs do drugs, but I'm just saying, like, if you're like not from, if I don't already initially think you're going to be living that life, and then you're also getting mad high, and you're rich and wealthy and famous, like, I just don't see any reason for you to start doing that. You're not Chris Brown, you know. Chris Brown the only nigga that's crazy enough to try to actually be a blood. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But fuck it, man. I don't know. Maybe he just like I'm trying to think of wouldn't put myself in that position, but I'm trying to think of how I would feel in that position where it's like you don't, because you probably are friends with these niggas. I don't want to give them up, and he apparently didn't give them up. He didn't say, yo, it was thug shit. He just said, I want my shit. Yeah. And then the thing that people are saying that was implicating, he said that it's a gang, but I don't know all the ins and outs of the law and shit with that. But man, it sucks. I feel like it's the price you pay. Shit. Did the live fuck up? All right, yeah, we good. Donica says she live. I think she might want to come on the pod. I don't know. She got some. You got something to say, Donica? What you want to say? What topic you want to talk about? Put it in the chat, and we'll see if we can segue it in. We're in our power hour. We have been podding for about 39 fucking minutes. Okay. But, it's our power hour. We are talking about all the stuff we have missed since we've been off. I call it critical care time. But yeah. Because Tate was raised right. What's that mean? That's what Donica said. Who gives a shit? Don't interact too much with the chat. Hey, listen, when they shout me out, you know what I'm saying? Oh, let me put my celebrity shades on. We're going to discuss health care. I got a good health topic of the week. It's actually a good one for you too, because I'm sure you've seen it, because it has to do with our field in Florida. Just a little sneak peek. Okay. Moving on real quick. All right. So we talked about cryptocurrency in the past. Wait, we didn't finish the Gunna shit. I got distracted. Long story short, Gunna's out. Gunna's free. I fuck with Gunna music, so I hope we can still listen to it soon. But there's no guarantee because that motherfucker. So is he canceled? The big C word, like he's canceled in the way that how all canceling works, in my opinion. As long as you're not blackballed from the industry, even 6ix9ine's a little different too. But as long as you're not blackballed by the industry by those type of means, you're just canceled by the portion of fans who were fucking with you at one point who don't want to fuck with you. Right now, there's probably a large proportion of street raised individuals who are like, yeah, I can't stand by that shit. Not for me, right? Mm-hmm. But Gunna was as big as he was not because of street niggas. Guys. Yeah. Gunna was as big as he was. Mm-hmm. I mean, you go to music festivals because of white people. It's just that. And I don't give a fuck. White people don't give a fuck about nigga shit. They give a fuck about, when you make music. I mean, what do white people give a fuck about when it comes to black art? Like, did they cancel black art? Because white people, do they still listen to R. Kelly? Because I know black people still listen to R. Kelly. Like, is it enough to cancel? Because I know they canceled Louis C.K., so I would think, like, the weird sex shit. I think it's enough. I think it's enough, yeah. All right, everyone's fucking waving. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't... You want to go live, but you don't want to interact with anybody. No. I want us to keep talking on this subject. I don't want us to be distracted by that. See, I can multitask. You're not multitasking, but all right. Anyway, I did. I asked you a fucking question. I said, what do white people be canceling? Do you think they would cancel Gunna because it's not like a sex crime? It's a gang crime, and he didn't kill anybody. He just snitched. And if I think the portion of white listeners that are listening for authenticity, because. Yeah, when you feel like the person that you're listening to is about that life and you're trying to create that escapism without actually living the life, and now he's a false prophet per se, then why would I listen to him? I think that portion of white listeners, which is probably more than you think. You said, what topic should we discuss, nigga? That's what you asked me to say. Donica should have added her. I don't give a fuck with the rest of these niggas, man. Oh. You know what I'm saying? That makes it look like we don't know what the fuck we talking about. No. Well, nigga, everybody on the live is literally like closer to you than, I mean, so it's like you're talking to family. Yo, you act like you're talking to a whole crowd of strangers. Yes. Eat a dick. I'm just kidding. But I can literally type anything here, and it's not that serious. No, I got you. But continue with your thought. You were making a good thought. Yeah, I'm saying like the portion of white listeners that are looking for authenticity are not going to continue listening to Gunna at all. You know. You know, it's similar to 6ix9ine, I would say, because 6ix9ine was heralded by white artists, but then he goes out of the country and he still gets plays. I don't know. Where? What part of the country? What portion? No. Other countries. Last time I heard, he was broke. He goes out of the country. He went to Dubai and made $100,000 for a show. Bro, you been outside the country? Them niggas definitely don't know what the fuck going on in America, bro. No, for real. Like, especially in like... They don't give a fuck what's going on in America. Hip hop is a subculture. Like, unless you're Drake, unless you're fucking 21 Savage when you're on a fucking record with Drake, like, I'm keeping it banned. Like, if you're not tapped into the subculture, you don't know. Now, don't get me wrong. Yes, oh shit, we never talked about our trips, but either way, going to Thailand, like, there are sub-segments of different, like, parts of the population who fuck with black culture, you know, especially on the level of, like, Gunna, like, Young Thug and them. But the large majority of the culture who's just doing the mainstream shit, like, no, I don't give a fuck. I don't know what the fuck going on with Gunna. If it's a catchy song, I'm gonna listen to that shit. And so I think, like, it's a similar thing in America where as long as his music's hot, like, shit, we found a Gunna song that we would play on the podcast, but we don't support snitches. No, I'm just kidding. But I feel like if he brings some hot music, as long as Thug doesn't come out and definitively say, yo, fuck Gunna, then niggas will play it. Because right now, especially right now,
it's been Thug's family.
Thug's family, yes, but not Young Thug.
Right.
I think that leaves a opening for the fans who are tapped in, but also don't, and for some reason feel it on their conscience to uphold the street code, so they want to have a little bit to argue. You know when, like, you really should, like the Tory Lanez shit, or like all of the evidence leads to it being the fucking answer A, but you're gonna, like, lean on every crumb of possible doubt so it could be the alternative route. You know, he ain't shoot the bitch.
You know what I
think? The gun fell and shot while Meg was two-piecing him, but he was deflecting it like the mini Jesus he was. You know what I'm saying?
The mini Jesus.
I don't fucking know. I'm just saying, it's absurd. He probably, fuck it.
Yeah, I feel like there's more. Again, one of those things where there's just more to the story. You know, and I'm sure that Thug's lawyers and Thug himself are aware of the play that Gunna was gonna make, and I bet you Young Thug, being Young Thug, probably blessed it.
I've heard that statement. I've heard people saying that Thug orchestrated this whole situation where he's gonna let everybody out because he knows he's got to go down. And, he's going to be the Don Corleone of it all. But also maybe if he beats it, then he comes out and he's the fucking real Godfather, right?
Facts.
That seems amazing. And unfortunately, that seems very fairy tale. Yeah, like a GTA 5 storyline. You know what I'm saying?
The Messiah.
Yeah.
He would be the Black Messiah, man.
Yeah.
Oh, so I shouldn't say that. But
I don't know. I really like my prediction this way. If I'm going to be honest, is yes, Gunna snitched.
You pessimistic bastard.
He snitched. He didn't rat. Look, he snitched. He didn't rat. He did what he could. His lawyer was probably telling him, "Yo, bro, these niggas are stabbing and selling drugs in here, bro. You are not supposed." What's his name? What's Gunna's real name again? Because I don't want to talk to the rapper or talk about the rapper. I want to talk about the person. Because it's something funny. It's something. It's.
Oh no,
Sergio. His lawyer came up to him and said, Sergio, listen.
His name is Sergio?
Sergio, listen.
Damn.
You are not like that tall, grown 40-year-old man who calls himself a thug. And not just any thug, a young thug. Sergio, listen, you were going to go to jail for the rest of your life.
Dog, no. You're not a young thug.
Unless you say this is a gang. That's all you have to say, Sergio. Now, I'm going to leave and let you sit here and think about your possible options. You can be a normal citizen of America and call YSL a gang, or you can be slime. And you walk out. That nigga looked at those four walls and said,
hell no, I can't live like this no more.
Yeah,
he's not about this life, bro. Well, we definitely know that he's I don't think he's one that would be comfortable in that type of setting. I don't know how to phrase that, but he's like me.
And like, imagine
he's like me,
and also he's like you. Imagine if you were in jail and like through the grapevine you were hearing about what these niggas, the tomfoolery they were doing. Nigga stabbed a nigga. Nigga got caught in jail with purpose.
Hey, yo, I gotta get the fuck up out of here.
I'd be so fucking blown, bro.
Yo, let me get the fuck up out of here.
And then also too, you forget the little shit that happened. You remember when they were first in jail and they were all on the call together? Yeah. And Doug goes, "Hey, hold your head," because some nigga was like holding his head down or whatever. Fuck that. That nigga, he's stop doing dumb shit, bro. We gonna be here for eternity, bro.
Well, that thug has to say that. He's the leader of the not gang.
All right, man. Listen,
damn, man.
All I say is I love the music, and I think the prison system should be abolished. So free them niggas, and hopefully we can make right with all the evil.
What do we do with people that commit crimes if we abolish prison?
Well, we abolish prison as it is, and then we
redo,
revamp it, and maybe we don't call it prison, we call it rehab. Then you're just in rehab for the rest of your life.
It's still prison.
But if we don't look at it as what prison is, and we look at it as what rehab is, like you go to a second society that feeds you, clothes you, and forces you to...
Rehab is not supposed to be for life, though. It's temporary.
As we know it now. As you know it now? I'm saying.
No. Like when I get out of the hospital and I go to rehab, it's to get me back to my normal life.
Exactly. And jail is supposed to rehab. Eventually, the idea of prison was you rehab somebody, and when they finish their sentence, they never recommit. It's only temporary.
But you said you can be in rehab for the rest of your life.
Because maybe your rehab keeps getting reset, nigga. Think about it. We think about intensive mental health care. It's rehab, nigga. Like, you go to a fucking closed patient in care center. It's technically for a limited amount of time, unless you keep throwing shit at the wall. I'm just being honest.
Yeah, I get it, but there are some crimes that are just so egregious that...
Does that mean you should sleep? Does that mean you should sleep in a fucking cell that's decayed and shitty and and just cause and listen, and it's causing you to live like an animal? So what do? Act like an animal? So then when you put somebody who didn't do the same egregious crime as you in there, but now you're like, I'm gonna fucking shank this nigga, and now this nigga's like, nigga, I just got fucking shanked. I gotta get harder. Now this nigga's doing shit that he never thought he would do, but he just went in jail for some larceny. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like there are levels to this shit, which is what you're saying.
Look, I've been talking to my futurist friends, and I don't want to get
your left. I don't want to get into progressive ass motherfucking young ass friends.
I'm not trying to be like,
which is
hyperbolic. I'm just saying, in the future where we abolish prison and, in my opinion, made it more something like rehab, I think you could put individuals who do egregious and evil things, because remember, nobody's born evil. There was a reason why he did that. You know what I'm saying? Like, most people who do crazy shit was done to them. I'm not going to go any further than that. All I'm going to say is that person needs fucking help, bro. And needs help in a way that you keep them away from anything that's going to cause them to reoffend or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And now, I think we do enough with... I think we do enough with tax money right now that we could fund something like that. That's just my opinion.
And then in a year, this serial raper of young girls, hypothetically, right? I'm just saying, because there are people that live that way, right? We've rehabbed him, and in a year, he's shown so much improvement. We're ready to let him out into the rest of society.
No, but your offense predates that. Your rehab goes longer than just a year. Like that's what you're missing. What I'm saying is sometimes like the rehab is punishment. You know what I'm saying? Like you're still... Because you offended in this way, in my opinion, you do not have the capacity to be in society. And because...
Anymore. And so it's no longer rehab then. It's prison.
In a way that you can call it prison, sure. But in the way that we think of prison right now, because, again, I'm stealing this. Listen, let me finish. I'm stealing this from a homie who's a futurist. He would say is because
you're missing the point of the word rehab. That's my problem.
Right there. Because the language that we currently speak of rehab, or the language we currently speak of prison, is in a way that all we can think about is the current context that we believe in right now.
I'm literally giving the little definition of rehab. You know, rehab is short for another word, right?
What I'm saying is, fuck the contemporary definition that you're thinking of.
It's not a contemporary definition. It's rehabilitate. That means get you back on track to where you need to be.
Exactly. And what I'm saying is...
if you do it for life, then you're not back on track.
And what I'm saying is, maybe we don't need to do it for life, but what I'm saying is, with the situation you just said, which is hyperbolic, of we send a serial fucking rapist out after they've been in rehab for a year, to me, is an inflammatory statement, because in the society that I'm saying, his original sentence wouldn't be a year. I don't know how long that is. But
what I'm saying
what I'm saying is
you're trying to do both ways, and it's impossible. That's my problem. Let me talk for a second. Let me talk for a second.
I disagree.
Give me the table. Let me
Go
say.
ahead.
Okay. So you want rehab?
Nigga, lower your voice when you talk to me. Nigga,
hell no, because you yell all the fucking time. Fuck that. No. You want rehab for criminals. Or people who have committed violent crimes, any crime at all, right?
Any crime.
Okay.
Any crime.
Okay. rehab is rehab. Okay, so let's look at it as health professionals, because this is a health podcast, allegedly. Let's look at it.
We're an hour in a bullshit. We're gonna do it.
It's a great one. I love it.
Stop throwing shots, nigga. I'm getting this shit. Fuck you. Like, we can do this. We can pause this shit right now. All three of these niggas.
Listen. You're detracting and distracting from my point, because I'm about to make a fucking great point.
Sounds like I'm just winning, but okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Capricorns always think they're winning, and they're never winning. Anyway, let's continue. Listen, you want rehab. Let's say I break my leg. Okay? Yeah. I spend my 6 weeks. I do my surgery. It's time for rehab. Right? The doctor says, in my estimation, this type of thing requires about a year of time for you to be back to your normal self. And I say, fuck that. I'm going to get out there and do my thing. I'm going to get out in 6 months. Mm-hmm. And I do everything that's on the rehab checklist, because that's what rehab is, goals. Mm-hmm. That's how it's measured. If you've completely rehabilitated, you have goals. Mm-hmm. I have reached all these goals. And now in 6 months, my broken leg with my surgery, I'm out back in the world doing my own thing. So realistically speaking, if we're taking rehab to be what it is, when you apply it to a prison type system, you can't just arbitrarily say, no, you raped, 5 women, you're in here for 30 years. It's going to take you that long to get back to where you need to be and be a part of society. When he achieves these goals, and there's nothing you can say, because that's what rehab is. So if you want prison to be rehab, you have to treat it as rehab. You can't call it something and then make it prison. You're just changing the name.
Okay. I'm changing the name, yes, because the context of both the word prison and rehab, I'm changing in this context. So again, what I would say is, in this new rehabilitation, there are steps to you being fully released from the program, right? So again, I'm not sending a rapist to rehab for a year. I don't give a fuck how many.
No, you can send him for how long you want, but if he achieves the goals.
Rapist, exactly. Yes. Not a year though. And also, when he achieves the goals, maybe similar because, or not maybe similar, but because we are redefining the definition, what happens with prison in our current context and contemporary? What happens when you leave prison?
What happens when you leave prison? Mm-hmm. You go home and try to live your life.
But you're on a certain, probation. You're on
probation period, yeah.
And then there's another step after that, parole, right?
Yeah.
So in a similar sentence, it's like, okay, yeah, you did your 5, you did your 7, you did your 10. I don't know how long you should be sent to jail for raping somebody. I think that is a conversation that, if we really want to get into it, is not necessarily just for us to have, right? Listen, also, I think there's extenuating circumstances, right? When it comes to age, because remember, how we handle these circumstances right now changes based off of the age of the person, or the offender, not the person being raped. That's just terrible anyway, right? But also, it's one of these things where when this person leaves that part of the program, in my vision of you're not just being free to go, nigga. Like it's a because remember, because listen, this is a lot of shit coming from my head. I gotta fully say my idea for you to maybe conceptualize what I'm trying to say. Is like, this is also a world where we view healthcare in a much wider fucking scope, right? Where again, what do I say that is something that a job that you can't just have a machine do or something, but it's so simple that like you don't need a whole host of education to do. Sitting, right? And we need sitters for a variety of reasons in the ER. Now take that and expand that idea to more so than just, okay, sitting in the ER, but then you have home health care, home health aid. Now what happens if also this situation too, where it's literally like a buddy system type shit, a watch system where you have some type of third-party company, third-party system, or healthcare system where it's like, I'm gonna keep it a band. You got a buddy, my nigga. You raped somebody. You stole lives from an individual. So we're going to steal a portion of your rights, a portion of your life, for as long as we see fit to make sure you don't do it again. Now we give you more freedom as we see fit. But at the end of the day, like, that's a system. In my opinion,
so it's a punishment.
Yeah, punishment.
So prison.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I think we need to agree to disagree right now and move on. You said your piece. I've said mine.
I'm just saying, like,
I'm saying from the jump, the way you conceptualize prison, I'm saying no, because in this society there would be no situation where you have structures that are for profit for people who have no business.
Okay, but you didn't say that though. I get that.
No.
I get that.
I know.
The for-profit system is trash. Yes.
I know. I'm not saying the entire or the minute details of my entire idea. I'm saying the overarching idea, though, is the way we conceptualize prison and rehab would be completely obliterated. You wouldn't be like, oh no, the definition of rehabilitate or rehab is rehabilitate in prison, because the structures wouldn't exist. It wouldn't there would be no for-profit where everybody goes and it's a hellhole and the food is subpar. There's no education in a lot of the prison systems. I know there's certain prisons that are better than others, and you have people who come out, don't reoffend. I actually have a super dope homie in Fredericksburg who had a barbering program. I'm not trying to say that, but what I am trying to say is that overall, we incarcerate more than the entire world put together on a large percentage. Overall, we put people in jail for bullshit.
Yes.
Overall, when people go to jail and they come out, they're more likely to reoffend because we don't do enough services to help them out, and it could just be done.
Prison reform.
Much better. But what I'm saying is, and again, I don't think you can have a prison. Like, I question if you can have a prison reform where you still call it prison. And I don't want to go into why, because again, that's a conversation that we can do on a later date. We're just talking literally about Young Thug, Gunna. So let's bring it back there. All right. That's also some shit that I would like somebody who is a little bit more educated on these types of conversations, because I am fascinated by them. Okay. So bringing it back though. All right. Free.
Can't call rehab.
Wait, you can't what? Shit, no. Bringing it back. Let's keep it here, unfortunately, because people think it's okay to fucking sexualize children. Balenciaga. Balenciaga, a major fashion house, one that I was very particular to. I have a whole fucking Instagram picture from a few months ago talking about my belt Balenciaga. Fucking blew up and did some of the stupidest shit I've ever seen when it comes from an artistic expression, right? For those of you who don't know, Balenciaga had a campaign a few seasons ago, I think it was winter, where they had children in what looked like body harnesses, and also reports that there were articles on the floor of certain pictures as decor that also had like a child sex thing, like case that was in the Supreme Court or something like that. Sick shit. Weird fucking shit. But where I'm conflicted, all right, we know that was sick. I'm not saying that. Where I'm conflicted is because Denma, the creative director of Balenciaga, has renounced that collection, and because Balenciaga tried to separate themselves by saying it was a new creative conglomerate that came in for that one. How do we feel? Balenciaga literally just announced that they're going to be releasing their next collection in March. Somebody who is partial to the opinion that we can separate the art from the artist, but who is personally biased when it comes to violence against women, or like sex crime shit. Like, it just tends to fall off my Serato music wise specifically. But when it comes to the fashion world, I am a little conflicted, because I'm not gonna lie, like, Balenciaga's hard, like, especially Denma's view, like, it's been very dark as of recent, but I have no problem moving on. You know what I'm saying? I just wonder, is it, because I definitely have already heard the conversation. Like, I mean, and I've seen people wearing Balenciaga still, because I think there is an honest argument that, Balenciaga is a fashion house that was made in the 1800s. I'm pretty sure.
I have no idea.
Yeah, no, I do. It's like they're a couture brand first, so they made, like, back in the 1800s. I'm pretty sure, and it was in like Paris or some shit like that. I'm butchering it. Don't fucking butcher me. But long story short, they were a dressmaking company, and they made dresses for the wealthy. The owner of that company, Balenciaga, Cristobal Balenciaga, or whatever his name was, first name was, rest in peace. He died. Then he didn't have any kids. Some fucking cousin took the brand rights and then sold it to a, I think it was like a sunglass making company or something. And then that's how it got its more modern day appeal as you've got different creative directors to come through. Denma came through and gave it the workwear and ready-to-wear aesthetic that we know of Balenciaga now, with the trench, the dark color palettes, the big oversized boots, all that shit, right? All that shit Kanye was fucking wearing. That's when black people started looking at Balenciaga, to be honest. That was Denma, basically. And so what I would think, as if I'm being truthfully honest, if I think they wanted to, like Balenciaga, the fashion house, wanted to be as transparent as possible when they're trying to say they want forgiveness, they probably should have separated themselves from Denma, and then Denma would have had to take a little absence by saying, I let that happen on my watch. Like, that wasn't me, but my watch. That's how I would have done it. But they didn't. They stayed together, and they're releasing a collection this March. And I'm going to be honest, if it's not sunshine and rainbows, if it's like the same show they did when Kanye opened up, where it was hard-ass techno, and they were in the mud, and they were in black, I don't know. I don't think that'll go over pretty well. It'll give very 666 vibes, which, painted fingernails.
I don't know.
I'm partial to.
I guess I have to. In my opinion, is just simplified because I'm not big on fashion brands or fashion houses or. Mm-hmm. I mean, the fashion history piece is literally the most interesting thing you said about fashion world to me, because I like history. But other than that, I mean, it seems like they hired a creative company to put out a creative campaign. The campaign fell flat on its face because it was disgusting. And what we can't forget is someone in Balenciaga within that company had to approve it. Balenciaga has gone on record and said, well, hey, it wasn't us. I mean, this is someone we hired. We told them to do something. This is what they did. I don't know what the hell it came from, but you had to, you had to approve it.
That was that nigga, bro. I knew that nigga was weird too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He had that mustache, bro. You know what I'm saying?
It had to be approved.
It was peach fuzz, bro. That was the mustache. It was peach fuzz. A nigga tucked in his shirt too, and he was wearing like a t-shirt.
I think the bigger story here is Balenciaga is not going to get canceled for that. I think that's the bigger story.
I'm not giving away my belt. I might sell it.
But, and I hate to say this, I don't want to say this.
What?
Yeezy got canceled though.
Yeezy's not fucking canceled. Niggas are still wearing those shoes. Dude, Kanye's not canceled.
No. Kanye himself is not canceled, but he lost.
Like his partnership with Adidas, and that's going to be hard with the infrastructure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, no one was fired from Balenciaga. Balenciaga wasn't dropped from anything at all. There is something there, and you need to recognize that. And honestly, what Kanye did was, or said, not even did, was offensive, but it wasn't harmful to children and people who would emulate that type of thing.
Yeah, so I agree. I just think we're, again, talking, in my opinion, two different types of canceling. I agree. Yeah, he was financially canceled by powers that be.
You keep using that term. I don't use that term.
What? That's what you just said.
I walked a better line.
Why are we arguing? We know what the fuck we're talking about. All right.
Nah, bro.
Okay, yeah. All right, whatever. But speaking of powers that be, did you see the 4 crypto billionaires that died in the span of like
a month?
You see that? I did not. I can't wait to see the conspiracy.
Yeah. So,
shit.
I mean, anything crypto news related, honestly, is so like fucking uncover the rocks.
Do you invest in crypto?
And I invest in Bitcoin.
Okay.
I don't invest in any other.
Are you?
I fucked around with Dogecoin. I'm not gonna lie. Like, to the moon. I was like, why not? You know what I'm saying? And then I held it for longer than I'm willing to admit. Okay. But no, other than that, I've really only invested in Bitcoin because I've been following Bitcoin since we first met. Which was what?
So you should be rich.
I didn't say I was investing since we first met.
I see you following.
I've been following. What is this? Blockchain. Yes, yeah.
I'm about to say, because, all right.
Oh, man, what the fuck? Yeah, nigga, you think we'd be in this studio if I was investing in Bitcoin?
Honestly, I feel like yes. My nigga don't be spending money like that.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Cramps.
No, we will be getting a new setup. I mean, the fact that we're fucking live right now is testament that we're doing something different, and it's not bad. Donica said she can't really see you, but I
don't want to be seen.
I already told you that. No, I told you that. You don't want to be seen. You fucking tried to sit in the North Face seat, and it's like, bro, you know. I'm sure we could like zoom it out anyway too, but either way, fuck that. So yeah, 4 crypto billionaires were found dead in the span of the month, just before and then during the FTX collapse.
That's interesting.
We talked about FTX on here, right?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, we did. Yes,
Sam Bankman-Fried and
yeah.
billions of dollars gone to the fucking wind. I'm gonna try to fix the end while we're fucking talking. So what? You give me your best conspiracy theory that you can think of on the spot while I do this.
Oh, with the 4 dead?
Yeah. Because think about
it. And this
billionaires.
But this is in the midst of FTX, not after.
No. Some were before, and some were during, and then some were after.
So that's the thing. So I think if we're talking about what company is a gang and what company is not, I think FTX was a true organized crime syndicate, and these fucking billionaires got killed because they knew too much. Simple theory. It's not even a theory. It's a fucking fact at this point. Like, clearly that's what happened.
That you think those Adderall? How do I?
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Disrespectfully. You think?
I know what you're gonna do here.
What?
I know what you're gonna do.
That bitch look like.
You're gonna talk about their image and say they're not an organized crime syndicate.
You seen the Lord of the Rings?
Are you talking about Frodo or Pip?
Talking about Gollum.
Wow.
With hair. No.
No. Listen, it doesn't matter what their image is.
Think about it right now. Tell me that shotty. That was the one that's doing Adderall, sucking everybody off, the little getaway retreats they was doing. You know what I'm talking about. You see her picture.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about.
All I'm saying is, listen, organized crime has many faces, but organized crime is always organized crime. When you set out to use corruption, bullying, illegal tactics to make money and put yourself in a position of wealth and power, that's organized crime. The organized part is when you have a group of people doing it. And what we see too often with organized crime, people start dying, bodies start dropping because shit's getting hot.
All right, I got some more information.
That's my theory.
For you. And they say it started on the end of October 2022 when Nikolai Moshigian, co-founder of the Baker
That's
DAO,
not how you pronounce that,
was found dead on a Puerto Rican beach just hours after tweeting that intelligence agencies were after him. Nigga, they killed him on U.S. territory, bro.
CIA ain't killing him. His own people are.
Dog. They didn't kill him in, like, Thailand, where, listen.
You know why they killed him? Because he was actually talking to the CIA.
But what I'm saying is, they killed him in Puerto Rico, where Bad Bunny was born. Bad Bunny, baby. Bad Bunny, baby.
Yeah, so?
Bro, that's U.S. soil.
That's what I'm saying.
And they ain't caught the fucking person who killed him? Whatever. All right. Literally, they said the next billionaire to... This article is disrespectful. The next billionaire to perish was broker Javier Bisco, who was found dead on November 22nd in Spain. Okay. But he was being investigated for cryptocurrency fraud. Another...
How was he... what was his cause of death? Was it murder
They
or
didn't
suicide?
They didn't say cause...
They're not saying suicide.
They didn't say cause of death for any of the two. The first two. The third, they said... Tien Kullander died mysteriously in his sleep on November 23rd. That's a day after that other nigga. And then just 2 days later, damn, bro, that's a week. Crypto billionaire, I'm not even trying that one. He died in a helicopter crash.
I think my theory still stands. That's
You think Sam Bankman-Fried's killing these niggas?
They're billionaires. They don't go out and kill people. They pay people to do that shit.
Okay, so you think this dude on top of... You think... Whoa.
Yeah, that's what organized crime is. You get rid of loose ends. They were loose ends.
Well, let's be honest. You've seen interviews with that dude, and you've I know,
oh, you don't think he's calculating and cold?
I don't think he's capable.
I think he is. You have to be extreme. You have to be capable in order to fraud people of billions of dollars. What are you talking about? You have to be cold and calculating.
Listen, what I'm saying is the larger conspiracy that I got no. Who's above that nigga, bro? No, for real. Like, don't he seem like the fall guy? Like, you know how like in Scary Movie.
Okay, fair.
You know, Scary Movie. They thought it was the one nigga the whole movie, and then it was the retarded nigga at the end. He was the one.
Okay, all right. Well, he may be the fall guy, but my point is still stands. Somebody out here is killing billionaires because they don't want shit to be found out, and it's not the U.S. government though.
The same niggas that killed Epstein. You think that? Is that same group?
Oh no, we're not doing this.
Bro, if it's only like 400 billionaires, it's got to be connected. You know, it's got to be like an Illuminati meeting.
I think this is an internal issue. I think this is company.
So I watched Undercover Brother. You seen Undercover Brother?
Yes.
So you know the man?
Yeah.
You know how it never shows his face, but it's just his hands? It's got to be a meeting where it's like what if they don't even know who each other are? They just know if you're at this table, you got bread like that. Like it's that type of Illuminati. And it's like they just slide a fucking picture in the middle and they're like,
all say
Bankman went out like a sucker. Punk ass bitch played himself. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And they offed him.
I think maybe something like that may exist. I don't know. I don't like to speak on those type of things.
Yeah, because I look.
But I think that this particular issue is internal only. I think it only goes as far as FTX and their corruption. Because they were a corrupt company.
Only the same people that turned the August Alsina game.
Yo, it's time to take a music break.
Yeah. That was it. We did get our critical care time done. But okay, yeah.
Oh man.
So I have two more topics that are kind of more recent. One has to do with a politician who lied about everything on his resume. But we're gonna get into a music break and to the video, we're gonna mute ourselves and try something again that we were doing earlier before we started potting, which is mute. Because when we put it on YouTube, I think I'm also going to have to mute for music because apparently there's copyright issues and people want to get paid off of the little streams they make. And
fair enough.
Stop an up and coming podcast from being the dopest shit on the East Coast. You know? But whatever. So our opening song. So if you want to open up YouTube on your own cell phone or your own page. And jam along with us is going to be a little ditty to commemorate my time out of the country. This is Tate's fucking phone.
Just search it.
No, I guess. But basically, I went to Thailand and I also went to Costa Rica. And if there's one thing that unites all people,
it's Bad Bunny.
It's Bad fucking Bunny. So we're gonna play an opening song. It's gonna be called La Jumpa by Bad Bunny. And actually, let's get it fucking going now. But.
Arcangel pa A ella no le gusta el reggaetón, pero le encanta como canta la sensación. No fue mi intención quedarme con toda la atención. Vivo en una mansión y no me sé ni la dirección. Está cabrón, muy cabrón, papi Alca, pídame la bendición. Hotel, mi casa es un hotel y se ve cabrona la pista. En ella puedo aterrizar un avión, solo me falta la pista. Imposible que falle esta combinación de flow, una ensalada mixta. Palomo no incita, cuando se habla de grandeza no estás en la lista. Neverland, los desmonto como Legoland. Y si yo te señalo, los míos te lo dan. Y vas pa' dentro pero te la van. Del cuello para arriba hace mucho frío. Yo llego y cae nieve en el caserío. Dejando sin regalo esto mal parido. Santa Claus con la esencia del Grinch metido. Y no la había más cuando la mira, me miró. El VIP se pegó, claro que sí, claro que entró. Hola, mi nombre es Arcangel, un gusto, un placer. Hoy tú te vas con una leyenda que no va a volver a nacer.
Y ya la vi anda cuando la mira, me miro. El VIP se pegó, claro que sí, claro que entró. Hola, mi nombre es Bad Bunny, un gusto, un placer. Aprovechame hoy que obligado no me vuelves a ver. Tu baby quiere que la rompa. Luca, step back, la yompa. Tú estás loco por vender el alma, pero ni el diablo te la compra. Yo no tengo compa, pregúntaselo a tu compa. Todo el mundo ya sabe, por eso Bad Bunny ni ronca. A mí me escuchan las abuelas y sus nietecitos maleantes. Tiradores y estudiantes, doctores gigantes, natural y con implantes, los adultos y los infantes, en Barcelona y Alicante, en en Santos y Almirante. Cruzando la calle con los Beatles. Daman Lilia y otra voz el Beatle. El que quiera que me tire. Otra cosa es que yo mire. Nah. Yo soy un pitcher, ey. Y este es otro juego que me voy no hitter. Vengo de PR, tierra de Clementa. Mis 5 cojones me tienen todos los jitters, ey. Los haters no salen, yo nunca los veo en la calle. Pa' mí que ellos viven en Twitter, ey, ok. Estoy ocupado haciendo dinero, so no tengo tiempo pa' cuidar mis hijos. Que ninguno cobra más de lo que cobra la babysitter.
Papi, vámonos ya. Quiero chingar.
Ey, te escupo la boca, te jalo el pelo. Estoy con el bicho y con el lelo. Han hecho privado, un polvo en el cielo. Y quiero una puta, una modelo. Ey, mami, chapeame, no me molesta. Que después yo te voy a romper con el néctar. Y ya le di a las 2. La amiga repitió. Wow, qué rico me lo mamó. En la boca de la otra se le echó. Hola, mi nombre es Benito, un gusto, un placer. Hoy chingaste con una leyenda que no va a volver a nacer.
Y yo la vi en las condo, la amiga me miró. El VIP se pegó. Claro que sí, claro que entró. Hola. Mi nombre es Hosting, un gusto, un placer. Estás escuchando a una leyenda que no va a volver a nacer. No.
Señor Santos y el señor Martínez once again.
Arcangel, pa.
Yes, sir.
Ey, Bad Bunny, baby. 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 Bad Bunny, baby.
Yeah, that was Bad Bunny, La Jumpa. Oh, no, that wasn't just Bad Bunny. That was La Jumpa by... That's not his name because it switched the song. Arcangel and Bad Bunny. Shit goes muy caliente, muy fuego. ¿Cómo se dice?
¿Cómo se dice?
I just steer you. That's probably fucking Spanish. Who gives a fuck? All right. Let's get back to pod. Oh, we're on the fucking air? I'm fucking weak, dude. Yeah, all right, either way. Yeah, that was Bad Bunny. That was Arcangel. But we're back. And I don't know why there is a section to ski the slopes at the dinner table. Yes. I didn't put it there. It manifested one day, and we just... And I didn't ask me.
We just let it rock.
But, no, before we get started, I must say some things, okay?
Yes.
I wanted to, everybody who was on season 2 the entire time, here to view tonight. But again, Devontae, moment of silence, is allergic and had an allergic reaction. But he's doing okay. So,
call out.
We're at episode 100. Technically, when I first started this podcast, my only goal was to do an episode every Sunday for the first year. That was done. When season 2 started, I didn't really have an overarching goal other than to just up the quality. I think we have upped the quality of conversation. We've definitely upped the quality of the audio and the sound. We appreciate you, buddy. Hell yeah, for that. Buddy. But,
it's the real MVP.
I'm not going to wait until episode 104 for y'all who be like, oh, Chronicle Origin season 2 be done, be 104 or 52, right? No, I'm going to do it right now because time waits for no fucking person. We are going to take this shit to the next fucking level, bro. And it starts right here, right now.
Yes.
I appreciate you going on this journey with me. I appreciate Devontae. I appreciate Donica. I appreciate everybody who's going to be, or no, not just y'all 3, but I appreciate everybody who's lending a voice. T-Vontae. I appreciate Phil. I appreciate Javionte. I appreciate Gerard. I appreciate AB, Antonio, all these niggas. Shit, Maya in the corner over there, Katora. We appreciate Johnny V. Dropping by, shit.
Okay.
Who am I fucking missing?
Just shouting them out.
Who am I missing?
Just shouting them out.
Who am I missing?
Got them all right.
Yeah,
For the most,
so.
no, Bimmy Sola, shit, calling in, never here in person, but always here in fucking spirit. She's out there in Florida. The doctors, they're never there when you need them. You know what I'm saying?
They come in and take all the credit.
Shit. But, fuck, man. I think that... No, shit. Dr. Jones.
Oh, yeah.
Dr. Cully.
Okay.
Who else?
Okay.
We got... Shit. Oh, my God. Nate. Fucking Kyle. Julian.
Julian
shit.
was on the shit. That's
Renata,
right.
yeah. That other girl that was there that night, too.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah. Yeah.
She an op to one of the... to a host. So... Whatever.
I don't know that. I don't know.
I don't know the specifics either. I just like who knows.
I don't know.
They know. Who else though? Who else has been guest? Shit. John. Quentin. He been on here. Fuck. All of Devontae's cousins. Some of them are on here. But I damn sure don't know your names. What other women we had on here? We had more than that. We had more than 3.
You said more than 3.
Did I? I don't know. All right. Either way, shouts out to all of you guys who came on this journey so far. I appreciate it. This little brainchild hobby has turned into quite the project, and I have a lot in store for this next year, and I hope everybody gets as much joy out of it as I do.
Amen.
Woo!
Motioning for your health. Episode 100.
Oh,
Looks like an organized crime initiation.
hey. Blood of my blood, flesh of my flesh. All right.
No.
So,
There you go.
back to the shit at hand. The bullshit that is. Because one of your representatives has been bullshitting you since he got into office. Or before, as someone put. Does the name George Santos ring any bells, sir?
George Santos, yes.
So,
Absolutely.
what do you know or think you know?
If that's your real name.
I mean, I don't think it is. Listen, so George Santos is a Republican politician who, if these articles weren't so long-winded and just told me like, blah, 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 you know, I'm trying to scan. I've been drinking.
I knew
I've been drinking. I mean, I don't fucking know. Does it really matter? He's probably a fucking House of Representatives, probably a senator. He fucking making money, at least $125,000 a day to lie to you. I mean, not $125,000 a day. I'm sorry. I'm being niggerish right now. You know what I mean. Oh, here we go. A Republican congressman who has admitted to lying to everyone since he got into office. A timeline of the scandal. Wow. Don't mind if I fucking do, but my fucking
All right.
oh shit. What are you doing? Go with fucking air as I'm fucking drinking.
I'm going to interact with the live as we should because we're on fucking live. One of our biggest fans said, "Why not get glasses for that little scene with the,
What glasses?
with the scene with the
I don't know what the fuck
with the champagne?" And Maya says, "Why not get glasses? Because that would have been nice, like a true toast, you know, and make it elegant instead of what is." Thinking about the scene, that shit didn't look good as fuck.
All right. While you're over there,
It's true.
talking about nonsense.
Glasses would have been very nice. A very good look to it.
What the fuck? I can't find what this nigga.
It doesn't matter. I mean,
It
he's a corrupt politician who lied and everything, and he hasn't been removed from anything.
No, but the lies are fucking funny. Like he lied about like his grandparents like dying or something to get out of something. You know, like something like that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
When you say he just lies listed the George Santos lies. Come on now. Yeah, lying about where he went to school.
Where did he say he went to school?
He has previously claimed on his resume multiple universities. He has lied about where he worked. I mean, that just seems obvious.
owning a number of rental properties.
I mean,
Lied about being robbed of his rent money. Oh, ready for this one? Lied about being Jewish. He reportedly during the campaign said he was proud of being an American Jew. So does that switch from being like
when you try to be,
but like switch straight to a hate crime though? Because he's saying it.
I better not, because we get what is it called? What do you call when you do that? When you lying
about his criminal status in Brazil. Like this nigga got asked questions about committing crimes, and he was like, "Nah, that wasn't me." Lied to his donors. Man, this nigga lied about. This nigga lied about his athletic accomplishments.
Okay.
But guess the athletic accomplishment.
Oh, no, let me guess. Rugby champion. Lacrosse.
Gayer.
Cheerleading?
Volleyball.
You know what? That might be more of an embellishment.
I'm sorry.
I'm sure
that was all a fucking joke. You know, you don't.
That has nothing to do with the sport you play. I can't get canceled. Lying. He lied to her.
He lied on his mom.
What did he say?
He lied about the timing of his mother's death.
Oh, that's stupid.
He said that the 9/11 attacks claimed his mother's life.
Oh, no, I did hear this one. No, I heard this one.
She died in 2016.
Yeah, I did hear this one. Yeah. Okay.
Is that? I mean, she is dead.
That's dirty. She don't care.
She is dead.
She don't care.
You would want your son to lie on your death if it means he became a congressman. Like, it's not like he's lying on you to get some pussy. You know, there's niggas who've lied on their parents' death for like less.
Honestly, super dead.
You know,
it doesn't matter to me.
Exactly. So I mean, that one's not that bad. Lying about his campaign finances. Lying about his name. He says his full name is George Anthony Delvolder Santos. I mean, not bad.
Okay. What's his real name?
He's been just billed as Anthony Delvolder, George Delvolder. That's not that bad. He just kind of switched.
He added the Santos. He added the Santos. Wow, this nigga's sleazy.
Well, and like he
tried to impersonate two.
I wonder when he did it. Do you think he did it pre or post Trump?
Oh, it's definitely during and post Trump, because it became okay to lie, and he realized.
No, but like adding Santos to your name, like during Trump, wouldn't have helped you, right? Be a Republican.
Not necessarily. You got Rubio.
Unless he added the Santos and then started going ham on like deportation.
Yo.
Yeah, what if he was like, listen, what if he added the Santos and then he was at his rally and he was like, that?
A lot of niggas who are legitimately named Santos fuck with Trump, though.
Spanish listeners got that shit. But keep going. I'm sorry. I'm gonna give him a little list. All right. Yeah, hey, bro. Listen.
Listen. Bro,
I was wearing this t-shirt and you were wearing those puka shells.
Okay.
When I talk Spanish and got us at that table.
You didn't speak Spanish.
I spoke. It was
you said un poquito. And you didn't even say the un. I don't even think you said the un. You just said poquito. And then the guy started speaking Spanish. You were like, ugh.
Man, you don't know vernacular, bro. You just shit. Whatever. Me.
You didn't say Pura Vida. You never said it.
Me and homie knew.
He didn't know the poquito.
But lastly, of course, he lied to investors and was part of some fucking Ponzi scheme. So yeah, George Santos, a politician, somebody who makes rules for you and me.
Yeah, he's a liar.
Lied, but like a lot. Like,
did he get taken off of any committees?
Actually, no. Fuck that. I have a perfect question for you. Fuck all the bullshit. Because honestly, we don't give a fuck. You don't give a fuck about the committees. I don't give a fuck about the committees. You know what I'm saying?
We should give a fuck.
We don't give a fuck. Listen, the real question is this: are you gonna lie now?
Am I gonna lie?
I mean, not like change your name. Listen, not change your name, but you could do the ICU. Hey, you could do the ICU. Listen, you could do the ICU.
All I'm saying is, but have you never
And he's doing it, and he's running the fucking country.
Yeah.
What?
No, but his is a little bit more egregious. Like, he pretended to be Jewish.
It is. No, it is. I'm not saying. Listen, I'm not going. My name is Johnson.
Tate Goldstein. Like I'm not about to do.
Probably the one they don't show on TV.
Oh my God. He changed his last name to Santos. Or he added Santos to his last name.
Once you're willing to lie on your mother, bro.
It's kind of low.
I mean, who else, you know?
Oh man.
I'm just wondering, like, how did he pay for it all? Because you can lie.
Lies are free.
But yeah, but like, you can only commit so much fraud, right? And then you get caught. Like, again, he's another one that doesn't look like he's incredibly smart.
The thing is though, can you call it fraud? Like, you lied on your resume, but is it fraud? That's not a crime, actually.
That's fraud. What are you talking about? That's the definition of fraud.
So why is he not in jail? Why is he not being?
Because he's white and
he's
white and he's in Congress. Or maybe he didn't commit any. No, what you're saying is right. I'm missing the whole premise. What if he didn't commit any money crimes and he just lied on the resume?
And people just
got it and they voted for him. But they voted for him. No, fuck the money part. They voted for him. You're in office.
He's Jewish. Let me give him some more money. Oh, Santos? Okay. Let me give him some money. You know what I'm just saying? It's like.
Wait, so you think he was charismatic enough? Went to like that Jewish meeting that they be having, and he pleaded the cause enough. Like he was like,
my grandfather on my mother, like yes, on
they give me money. You know, he was like that.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what happened, and he just kept lying. These lies kept adding up, and money kept coming in, and he was like, "Fuck it, I'm elected official now."
Money coming, money going. Ain't like you can keep it with you.
And when people are donating. And you can't say I donated it because I thought he was Jewish, because that's on you. It's not fraud. It's not fraud.
It's fraud.
It's not fraud.
It's got to be some type of fraud.
If he filled out a scholarship for
because he probably signed it Santos, which is the person. This is fraud. That's not your real name. There's got to be some type.
No, I'm allowed to sign my name whatever I want. That's not illegal. I can literally sign my name Jabari right now, and they're not gonna be like, "Well, nigga, you lied." I could sign my name as you. It doesn't matter.
That's got it. Somebody Google that and put it in the comments. I don't fucking know.
Your signature can be an X.
I don't know. That you're right.
We do it all the time in the hospital. Let's be honest.
Free Young Thug. That's all I know. If this nigga can be in office, free Young Thug, because clearly don't nothing matter.
That is true.
Don't nothing fucking matter. Got the complexion for the protection of the collection. Paul Mooney. Look him up if you don't know him. But yeah, so that was that. That's the most current piece of like news, other than, you know, Trump announced he's gonna run and Biden's probably gonna run, but who gives a fuck, right? Where like you're not, if you're a Republican or a Democrat, you're not actually gonna vote for one of the two we've just had, right? You're gonna just try to at least DeSantis is like new, you know. You're not gonna go eat the same Salisbury steak you've been eating, right? You're gonna try for the matchsticks. I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, you don't eat meat. That's how I know you don't eat meat. What the fuck was that? You just named the worst meats.
Matchstick used to be hitting that square pizza.
What the hell was that?
The Salisbury steak did hit too. I ain't gonna fucking lie. Okay, I don't fucking know. All right, but back to the subject at hand. We only have one other thing we need to talk about, and we can be as brief on it as you want or as quick on you want. It's pretty fucking sad. Tyre Nichols, the black man who was savagely beaten, and then who passed away from his injuries a few days later by 5 police officers who have now been fired and charged with at least second-degree murder. Anything? All I want to say before you get started is my condolences to the family. Rest in peace to that young man's soul who's a skateboarder. He seemed like a brilliant, bright young man, bright soul. You did not deserve what happened to you to happen to you. You know, I'm gonna take my privilege as a black man and be like, I ain't really gotta talk more about it. I didn't watch the video. I'll keep it bad. I just took everybody's word for it. Yeah. I ain't watched the video.
I can't. I actually haven't. I'm never good at watching videos like that where somebody's subsequently killed. I didn't watch any footage of takeoff. None of that. Like I just can't.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, I can't see that type of thing. But what I will say is to savagely beat one man and then to arrive on scene as EMT and watch said man being savagely beaten and not provide aid, to tase someone and then leaves the scene saying, I hope they, stomp him. Like, this is why people keep screaming, Black Lives Matter. And I know what people are going to say. Well, the officers were black. But it's like, at this point, do we even see ourselves in that light? Like, for you to be able to do that to someone requires a level of just callousness. Can I say that? Is that like just the I don't give a fuck mentality where you're committing murder in the most savage way,
It is an example of how the problem isn't a few bad apples. It is
systemic.
The job of policing. It is endemic to the job. It shows that even when a black man, and not like okay, this is gonna maybe go over some of your heads, but not like a light-skinned black man either. Like, they were like this our complexion, bro. They were niggas, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like in the field ass niggas, bro. And to show, as you said, the callousness to rob somebody of their life, and then to that be then exemplified when the people who were supposed to do everything to preserve life passed on that opportunity. It's too evil, and it's not my place at this point to do anything to change it, other than what my civic duties as a regular American are. So I'm gonna let y'all motherfuckers who don't want to just abolish the police and do something different with that money talk about it, because you know what? I actually have this point to say too, because that idea has been evolved, because I know we talked about this earlier, especially during the pandemic, but now that I've been to a variety of different countries, right? So with Thailand, with it being Asian, with multiple countries in Mexico, and then Hispanic, and then Africa with Ghana.
Right.
It is truly astounding how different policing is. Now, we can talk about policing, across the globe, and how, there's corruption everywhere, right? You can pay whatever to figure out whatever. We have experienced that. Mexico stories in Cabo, if you haven't heard, go check back the previous episodes. But yeah, bro, like again, in Costa Rica, but also Thailand, dude, you so few police. Like, so few police. Like, it's like you almost forget they're there, and you don't feel any, I wouldn't even say you feel more safe, you don't feel any less safe.
Yeah.
With you being around a police every fucking corner, and, not just a regular Crown Vic car, but a whole armored out truck. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different, bro. Like, we live in a military state. It is different. So.
Well, honestly, going to Costa Rica and not seeing any police, I felt relaxed, because the presence of police actually gives me a little bit of anxiety.
It aggravates the situation.
Yeah, it really does. Right? So.
And listen, I'm not saying if there's it's so interesting too, because there's a way that there's a middle ground that you could do it that I think everybody would appreciate, right?
Yeah.
Because if you see police in an area where there's a lot of people, that feeling of anxiety is different.
Okay.
Right? No, be honest. Like, when you're at a music festival and you see a police officer here, security guard there, it gives you a sense of it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
But when you're going about your day-to-day life, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? It is what are y'all, isn't there better shit for y'all to be doing? And our fantasy idea of what we think police are, when we watch cop fan fiction, Law and Order, SVU, all that shit, they are doing shit, but from what we know statistic-wise, they aren't doing shit. So it's just kind of
not doing shit.
No, but it's it'd be like us if all we did in the ER every day is how some nights before COVID was, no patients.
Right.
But no, thank you. So I don't know. It's definitely a conversation I'm tired of having. And I, at this point, am only curious for how much longer I'll have to have it until something drastically does change and either flip the coin. Because honestly, the more we talk about it on this podcast, the more we've seen, just in the short span period, the 2 years we've been doing this, we've seen an increase in the militarization of the police. It hasn't decreased,
But but there has been, at least for now, there has been more than original. Not enough, but more than before consequences.
Oh, because these were niggas.
Wait, no. What, you know, in this situation too.
It was quick too. You see how quick?
Oh, it was swift justice.
No,
Swift justice.
They cracked that whip. Oh my God.
What was it? Like, immediately. 2 days? 3 days?
You know that game you play where you put the hands and you like,
Yeah.
You know how people, when they play the game, it's like they're playing with somebody who has like,
who like foosh on bilateral hands, like their hands are broken, so they can't ever get there. But then when you play, when you play, it's Bruce Lee.
right? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? You lost all circulation in your shit.
It was swift. Not gonna lie. No, but I mean, like, even in other incidences before this one, we have seen more cases that have been
Who the fuck still wants to be a cop?
bullies and people who had my best years in high school type of niggas. Oh no, I shouldn't say that, because there are some cops out there who actually are out here trying to enforce the law in a respectful way.
The next topic we're going to be getting into. Oh my God. This guy, what the fuck? All right, no, but for real. Was I wrong? No, we're an hour 41 minutes in. Rest in peace to Tyre Nichols. Again, all the condolences to his family, because I couldn't even fucking imagine, bro. But yeah, so let's get into the health topic. Let's get a little bit lighter with it. And into something that's serious, because it does deal with life and death, but it's a little bit funny, and it has to do with nursing. Do you know what's going on in Florida?
Florida?
Yep. Or it happened. It had something to do with Florida. It happened in Atlanta, but it basically happens to do with Florida.
You have to remind me.
How hard did you work to get your nursing diploma?
I worked very hard. In fact, I'm still paying for it.
So, 76,000 or 7,600 fake nursing diplomas were issued in Florida in alleged wire fraud scheme.
That's right, they were fake.
Yeah.
Damn.
So apparently, and this will affect thousands of practicing nurses in the United States.
It'll affect.
Yeah, apparently the bogus academic credentials were uncovered by federal officials, and it was 3 South Florida nursing schools that were doing the alleged scheme.
Wait. So were they actual schools where you went to actual school thinking you were going to actual school? Or did you pay someone and they said, here's a nursing degree, goodbye?
Like, was it like Virginia Tech? Or not Virginia Tech. Was it like JMU Nursing School? Or was it University of Phoenix? Is that what you're asking?
No. Hey, wait a minute. I'm not insulting any sort of programs. We all did different things, you know?
Was it Duke or was it...
I'm asking if, like, did you pay to get the degree and you didn't really go to that many classes?
Or was it like Chaplain? Or was it Drake Chamberlain? Or what's it called?
I'm
a nurse practitioner. I graduated nursing school in 2022. It's 2023. I'm a nurse practitioner.
Oh my God, no. But basically it was Siena College, Palm Beach School of Nursing, and Sacred Heart International Institute. Do you want to go to their website pages and see?
Are they still around?
I mean, let's see. Let's see what the Google has for us here. Nursing. It's got .edu.
Damn.
The page looks pretty
Are you sure this is them?
professional. Siena, yeah.
This is them.
Nursing.
Are you sure there's not another Siena? How are they not shut down?
Because I think it's in the process right now.
And they just kept the website up?
I mean, how do you... Yeah.
Well, I guess if you're not guilty, or you want to pretend you're not guilty,
I mean, yeah.
keep it normal.
Yeah. Smart. Yeah. They're playing the long game. Okay, but here's where this department has charged more than 24 people for their alleged involvement, saying they gave. Oh, so it's not. So it happened at the college, but it wasn't like the college isn't fake. Is what I'm getting. Okay. It's like, so it looks like what it looks like is these 24 people were engaged in a scheme to sell fraudulent nursing degree diplomas and transcripts. So basically, it was like, hey, yo, my nigga, you see these travel nursing pay? You want a nursing degree? I got the plug. Oh. Yeah. So, but like, you know, so me and you, we're in school, but you know, Martha Jean over here is like, shit, mommy, daddy has the bread.
But did these degrees actually come from the school, which is an accredited school?
Yeah. Engaged in a scheme to sell fraudulent nursing degree diplomas and transcripts obtained from accredited Florida-based nursing schools.
So you know what? That's an even bigger investigation because you have to have an inside man knowing that this is what's happening. Because you can't.
Yeah.
Because when I present my degree, it's legit. I paid for it.
Each of these defendants now faces up to 20 years in prison.
What about the ones that bought the degrees though?
Let's see if we can go. Hold on. Because the nurses with fake degrees went on to work in various settings, including for homebound children, assisted living facilities, all of this is like veteran affairs in the several states documents show, including Ohio, New York, New Jersey, Massachusetts, Maryland, and Texas. If you were gonna get
my shit from VA.
If you were gonna get a fake nursing degree though, where would you go to work? You're not gonna go work in the hospital where everybody and their fucking mother is right there. You're gonna go work in the nursing home. But listen, you're gonna go work in the nursing home
they're in travel nurses
where there's 20 fucking techs and one nurse on shift.
That's true.
Because when I fuck up, even if whatever super CNA knows, I don't think they're supposed to be getting what. They're not supposed to be getting that trazodone that often.
There's a reason why we don't know who actually took these degrees, and I'll tell you why. Because ask yourself, have you learned more on the job?
Oh, wait. It gets even more interesting. Those who got the fake diplomas were able to take the National Nursing Board exam and then obtain licenses.
Because it was real. It was a real degree.
They took the NCLEX.
Yes, and they passed. That's what I'm saying. Like, nursing school is...
No, hold on.
I'm not gonna say it.
No. I mean, I had this thought too, though. I was like, is it?
I'm not gonna say it, but the truth.
Does that change things? If you're working with a nurse, listen. If you're working with a nurse, she's been working. See, this happened in 2016, 2021, 2023. So now you're working with a nurse who's 31. She's been working since 2017, and you come to find out her diploma's fake, but she took the NCLEX.
Bomb ass nurse,
and she's a bomb ass fucking nurse. What do? Because she's been working for you now for the last 4 years. So technically, it's like, you know, one of those, you know how they used to do back in the day to be a doctor, you would just hang out with a doctor for a few years?
The problem is, there's probably no proof who got their degree legitimately from Siena and who just bought it. There's no proof.
What are you doing? As a nurse manager, what are you doing?
I'm not doing shit. If she's a good no, there is no staff. We're not doing shit.
What I'm doing?
You're gonna stay at the hospital.
At the most, I think what you would have to do is you'd have to be like, say there are associate degrees in nursing. Here's what I would do. A player, we gonna keep you, and we gonna figure this out. But here's what's probably gonna have to happen. You're gonna have to get your BSN from an accredited. Sergio, you have to get your nursing degree from an accredited nursing program. We're going to pay for you. Don't worry about it. I know your money's tied up with Mr. Thug.
No, listen. No, hear me out. Because the problem is, no one's going to know. That's the thing. They're not keeping a ledger, at least I hope not, of who they gave these fake degrees to. These degrees are legitimate degrees. They were just paid for. I didn't have to go to class for them. That's my point. So your nurse manager would never know that you bought your degree and you can continue working like nothing happened. You can be like, damn, I knew that motherfucker was like kind of weird because he graduated early as fuck. I thought that was strange. Meanwhile, the whole time you went to Siena and you bought a degree. But you don't have to tell anybody that because there's no record of you buying it. You graduated and you took the NCLEX and passed.
Yeah, and like, honestly, too, you're right. And even if you do know between 2016 and 2021, there's really nothing you can do. You just gotta take that L and fuck, and everybody who just was caught, fuck you.
We've just got a bunch of fraudulent nurses here. And
y'all got to go to jail forever, the fuck ever, because that's all we could do.
But what you and I know about the field, it'll reveal you. It will show you who you are.
Yeah, I mean, oftentimes we say the best nurses aren't determined just by your grade. You know, I don't want to say, oh my God, if you get A's and B's, you're not going to be a great nurse. No, it's just not the be all end all. That's why you have, when you're in these types of programs, both a didactic, you know, you're learning all that shit, and then you also have a clinical where you're meeting people in the field and working in the field.
Man, nursing school, basically, to me, knowing what I know now, instilled in me, just be careful. This is what kills people. This is what does it.
Safety. That's the NCLEX text.
Bro, that's all nursing school is. Everything that I know about nursing, everything that I love about nursing, everything that I am fucking good at with nursing came from nursing, like actually being a nurse. School didn't teach me a goddamn thing. This is what is safe and this is what is not. That's it. Krebs cycle. Tell me about it right now.
Don't do that.
No, I'm just saying, because the school tried to teach us that, but you know what? We don't need to know that shit.
But if you ask me something like congestive heart failure, like the pathway of how sodium affects that, and then maybe the pathway of how you find left-sided and right-sided congestive heart failure, it's like, that's more nursing. The Krebs cycle, that would be like, oh, Bemmy's here. Krebs cycle, go nigga. Like, that's not me. I need that fucking...
No, but nursing school actually took us through that for no fucking reason.
I didn't know. You got... Oh, well, my bad. My bad. You have a BSN.
Oh, fuck that. Listen, that's
No, I'm being honest. That's the beat. No, listen. I'm being honest. That is what they would say is that extra piece of education.
No, it's bullshit. Bachelor's.
Yes, I agree with you. But what I'm saying is, I agree with you, yes. But you have to admit that you got an extra level. What we're saying right now is I have an associate's degree in nursing. You have a bachelor's of science in nursing. I have a bachelor's degree in public health education, so some of it translates. So I know when I took biology, which is a bachelor's level class, we learned about the Krebs cycle, which is why, like, when you're talking Krebs cycle, I'm like, haha. But if I'm being honest, when I went in my associate's degree of nursing, we didn't have biology. Like, at least I didn't have to do it because I already had it bachelor's level. I'm sure that there's an associate's level of biology.
Biology is a prerequisite of any nursing degree.
But it's not necessarily what I would say is a part of the nursing.
So you had a prerequisite.
Yeah.
That's why you got into nursing school.
Yeah, but
if you didn't have biology, they wouldn't let you in. You're missing the...
All right, no, I got you. I can see the case. All right, I agree. You don't need to know the fucking Krebs cycle.
You don't.
You don't.
But they take you through that.
And I don't know what the fucking Krebs cycle is.
Exactly, that's my point. And you're a fucking great nurse.
But if your lips are blue, I can fucking save you.
Oh, God. You sound like a fucking bumper sticker. I hate that shit.
It depends on what's going on with you, honestly. Like, fuck.
Some niggas just stay blue, man. Get on my nerves.
Cyanosis! Okay, but, shit, man. I guess all we gotta say is...
Can I tell a quick story real quick?
Yeah, does that have to do with nursing?
Yeah,
I want to stay in the health topics and get out.
This is critical care nursing because we work in the ER.
Yeah,
right. And it just reminded me because when I said some people's lips just stay blue and there's nothing you can do about it. So there was this guy. I'm gonna make it short. There was this guy came in, big dude, CHF history. You know what I'm saying?
Like big like Santa Claus or like big like Dwayne The Rock Johnson trying to paint.
Oh no, not big buff, big fat. Okay. Like he was just unhealthy, right? Mm-hmm. And you can tell like
he's Patrice O'Neal fat or like Jonah Hill fat.
Oh no. Like Jonah Hill fat's a healthy fat.
Like Jonah Hill like 2012 or like 2018.
When you say Jonah Hill, he's young. This is a COPDer, CHFer. I'm fat. I'm going to die at some point because of my life choices type of guy. Okay, I have a burly voice because there's fat in my throat type of guy. Okay, does that make sense now?
Yeah.
Okay, so keep in mind this is the type of man that I'm dealing with. He's like setting his ways, burly, AFib RVR. And for those who don't know, AFib is when your heart...
The top chambers of your heart flutter, and they aren't able to effectively pump
eject enough blood out of the heart, and
they can't pump effectively because they're
now when they're going
the Harlem Shake.
Yeah. Now when they're doing a slow Harlem Shake, listen. When they're doing a slow,
it busts it busts.
You're fucking up the story.
Shit, that's what I do when the bitch can give top line. I'm kidding. Keep going.
So anyway, when you're doing a slow Harlem Shake, it's fine. We'll get enough blood out to keep you alive. When you're doing a fast Harlem Shake, you're not gonna make it. This guy his heart was doing a fast Harlem Shake. It was dangerous, right? We did everything we could.
Sus.
I mean, whatever.
Got you.
We did everything. Listen, we did
RBR.
Yeah, yes. We did everything we could to keep it down. Did everything we could to keep it down. We could not get his heart rate down for some reason. I don't know why. He ended up being intubated because he couldn't breathe, right? All this trouble. Whole time before he was intubated and he was talking to me, this dude would not let up. He said, I want water. I want ice. I'm like, you're dying. I'm trying to save your life. Leave me the fuck alone. Put him on BiPAP. He pulled his mask off. I want ice. My mouth is fucking dry. He was losing his mind because of dry mouth. So he gets intubated. He goes to ICU. Honest with you, I don't know what happens after that because when I leave work, I leave work. I'm not going to lie to you. Okay? Because I need peace in my life. All right? So I come back. Someone tells me, hey, your man, he's positive for cocaine. And I was like...
he was high on cocaine when he came in.
Yes. Dude has all these ailments, is about to die, history of AFib, sends himself into fast AFib because he wants to snort cocaine. And I'm over here busting my ass to save his life and figure out what the fuck is going on. Doctors looking at me, I'm looking at them like, you know? And it's all because he did cocaine. And when I went back to the fact that he kept on asking for ice and water, I was like, duh. Like, yo, your mouth is dry because you're on cocaine.
Yeah. I mean, it's what Theo Von said. Because some people associate dry mouth with weed. But Theo Von, you know, his favorite type of weed was cocaine.
Look, dry mouth with weed and stimulants is the worst. He probably had both. I didn't ask. But
I
wouldn't know. I just heard.
You know,
I just heard. Yeah, I just heard. From
just more like a tight jaw, like clenching jaw. But I don't know.
Dry mouth. Like when you need to drink water now. Like the dude was dying and he was asking me for water. And I was like, yo, now it makes sense.
Yeah, no, I mean.
But these are the things that nursing school doesn't teach you. That's my point. Nursing school doesn't teach you these type of things.
To go off that point, I have always said the best practitioners in emergent medicine that I've seen are the ones who have lived real life. And when I say practitioners, I'm talking about providers, so top level. So like your doctors, your physician assistants, and your practitioners.
Shout out Dr. Jones.
Yeah, facts. Dr. Jones and Dr. Cully, they were both on the podcast. They're both really good doctors. They have lived real lives.
Absolutely.
So, all that to say is basically medical school is a long process. You know, you got 4 years of your bachelor's degree, you have 4 years of actual medical school, then you have a 3-year residency, and then if you go further into a fellowship and other things,
just like anything else in America, it's a money grab.
Long story short, you can spend upwards of 10 years in school. Now, that being the case, there are some people who go live life first, you know, go work in oil fields, go do city year programs.
Right.
Just don't take gap years, you know?
Nope.
And then they go to school. So they've lived real life.
Right.
They've gone back to their medical school years when they're in their middle 30s, early 30s, shit like that. And then you have people who are very smart and they go straight out of school. But sometimes those people who go straight out of school tend to be a little...
naive. That's the word.
I'd say neurotic, but naive. So yeah,
off my vocabulary.
I guess to make this a little bit inspiring, I'll say that to say, because I actually did have a homie I played soccer with this past Tuesday who, when he asked me what I've been up to, because I haven't been, in Richmond, he said he wanted to get into nursing, and I basically was encouraging him. But yeah, man, like if you are somebody who has reached their later years of life but have credits or have this aspiration to get into nursing because you think it'll give you a better quality of life, just structurally, I encourage you to do so, because I definitely think anybody who does join the nursing field doesn't regret it. Like, you might not stay in it, but you won't regret it.
No, definitely not. I definitely don't regret it.
Me either. But that's 2 hours, baby. Content of the week. Let's get into it. And let's get one more song and let's get out of here because I got a rave I got to go to.
Content of the week. Wow. Let's talk about You People on Netflix. Jonah Hill.
Did you really watch
Eddie
that?
Murphy.
Andrew Schultz is in it.
Yeah, it was actually pretty good.
That's the only reason why I've actually been like, yeah, maybe I'll go see it.
It was pretty good. Hey, remember Jonah Hill's movie last year with Julie Louis-Dreyfus? I think. Don't Look Up.
Yeah,
it's a satirical comedy. It's actually an actual like. It's actually an actual look at black and white relations on a different level.
Okay, sure. It's corny. It's corny though at some points, right?
Like what do you mean?
Like there's moments of corniness and cringe. Be honest.
Only because some of the shit that Julia Louis-Dreyfus does, some of the shit that Eddie Murphy did was kind of corny and cringe.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is,
that's what satires are.
Yeah. But sometimes you're like, I'm just not in the mood for that. Because I feel like sometimes it's like when a movie. Okay, wait.
I don't know why.
Let me ask you this.
Enjoy it more than I.
Does it seem like the humor is centered around a white person finding it funny, or like a nigga finding it funny?
No,
or a black person finding it funny?
I think both sides are represented respectively. I think that a black person would find Eddie Murphy hilarious because he is an extreme representation of that type of nigga. And it's like, yo, like I know people like this. He's, you know what I'm saying? And then there's maybe on the white side of things, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, like she seems to be a representation of someone that white people would find hilarious because they know white women like that who are just that oblivious to the things that they're saying and doing. I think it's well thought out. It's Kenya Barris, bro. Like,
I mean, Kenya Barris.
Like he's not like
people who detract from what he does. But I got you. I got you. Yes. And then we got cut off. But my content of the week again is "Let's Start Here" by Lil Yachty. Fuck you. A very dope album. It's very alternative. Rock infused, sounds like Tame Impala vibes. I think he worked with Kevin Parker, Devin Hines, a lot of other really dope artists. So check it out. We're gonna play the Black Seminole. Again, we are the Bullshit Free Off Podcast. Again, as I was saying, there will be some new changes this year. We're gonna have 11 more episodes. We're gonna record again at the end of February. Donik will be on the podcast. We'll be introducing the whole new season 4 or season 3 cast. I'm going to start doing a live stream every Sunday. It's called Bari's World. I'll drop that here right quick. Bari's World. Be on the lookout for that. Coming to YouTube Live near you. It'll be a new weekly show. And other than that, love you guys. Again, Black Seminole, we're going to be out. Let's go ahead and play it too because I guess turned off this. But yeah.
Did you mute for the play?
Have a good week, guys. Until next time.
Black Seminole, head general. distant connections, a large interval. A black man with mouths to feed.